Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another super cool radio interview. I'm your host, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have a great guest joining me at this time. On April 19th, The Outfit released their latest album entitled Go. Please welcome Mark from The Outfit.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Of course, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know we got quite a bit to discuss, obviously, with the new album Go and so much more as well. So I appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
So before we dive into Go, I'm kind of curious. So how did the outfit come together? I know you guys been together a couple years. You guys released a couple albums together. So when did all that start?
Yeah, I think back in 2000, late 2017, 18-ish, my brother Matt came to me and said, "Hey, you want to start jamming again?" Because I gave it up for a while and was concentrating on the record business and stuff. And I said, "I don't know, maybe." And he goes, "Come on, I got a song. Let's go in the studio and you and I just cut some tracks and see what it sounds like." So we did. So we went in the studio, cut a song, thought about it. Said, "Man, well, all right, it sounds pretty cool. We need to get some bass on here." And I knew Mike Gorman and called him up and said, "Hey, would you do me a favor and just come in and lay some bass tracks down on a song?" And he did. And then we heard that and we're like, "Oh, this sounds really good." So thought about it. Now we need a singer, let's think back. So I went back and thought about, I lived in Arizona for 13 years and met this guy, Andy Mitchell, out there. And I thought he had a great voice. Kind of reminded me of Robin Zandar from Cheap Trick, kind of like that sound, or the guy from Chevelle. And I said, "Hey, we're just messing around. Would you want to lay some vocals down and just see what it sounds like?" He goes, "Yeah." So he did. And he sent it back to us. And we're like, "Wow, we all were like flipping, like, this sounds really good." And I go, "Let's do a couple more songs." So we did a couple more songs. We did the same thing. And before you know it, we were, deep into having like a full album. So we're like, "You guys want to start a band?" "Yeah, let's start a band," even though Andy's in Arizona, let's start a band. So we did. So we got that whole album, worth of material together, the debut album. And we said, "All right, now the next exciting step, we'll fly Andy in to rehearse it live to see what we got." And we did. When he came in, it just gelled and everything, fit well together. And so we decided on the name and all that and put the record out and, planned our first show. And we did our first show in the Chicago area at this place called the Rock House. And we had a great turnout. We put the record out. We had radio going, all that stuff. And we kind of had, a sellout at the Rock House. And it was a great first show. That's how it all started, basically.
All right. It sounds like, very organic for you guys. You guys just, came together, started rocking out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm curious, you said you were in the record business for a while, got out of playing music. So how long was that gap from your previous band and then to the outfit?
I probably didn't play really for a good 10 years or so. So I dropped out for a while, and then, like I said, my brother got the itch and got me back into it. And, so it's cool. It's like a cool hobby, basically, because I'm so busy with the record label stuff and management and all this other stuff. But it's kind of a, release. It's kind of a cool way to some people golf. Well, I play drums in a band. Right? So basically. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. So what do you do for the record label and production and stuff? So what do you do?
Yeah, so I own Pavement Entertainment, and we basically put music out, market music, release music digitally, physically. Also manage a couple bands, and one of the bands I'm managing now is Plush. It's an all-female band. It's kind of breaking out for us. So yeah, with Pavement, we just we're home to a lot of cool bands like Puddle of Mud, Candlebox, more legacy type artists. And we're sprinkling in now, trying to develop some new bands and getting that going. So that's what I do that's my day job.
All right. Well, it sounds like very fun. Obviously playing in band, but also owning Pavement Entertainment. So it's very fun. On both ends for that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I've had the pleasure to interview many bands on your label, and
cool.
All of them are just so awesome. You have a nice mix of as you said, legacy bands, but also some great up and coming bands as well.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, totally.
But I did want to dive into, so the latest album, Go, as I said, released on April 19th. So how was it writing and recording Go?
It was pretty good. It was a little bit of a struggle. We were trying, trying to juggle everything and with all our jobs and everybody's got different things going on. The way it worked out is Andy, our singer, basically will come up with a structure of a song and he'll send it over to us, mobilely on our phones. We'll listen to it. If we like it, then we'll sit down. Mike, myself, and my brother Matt will sit down and kind of rehearse it live, figure it out, see what it's like. And we went in the studio and we kind of recorded the songs in sections. So we go in and do like, all right, let's knock these three out, we'll get them done. Then we went and do another two or three, and did it that way. So it was kind of a longer drawn out process. We didn't just go in. I think the next time we're going to try to go in and knock out the full album in a month or two, just to get it off our plate and get it done. But so it was a little bit of a struggle to get this one out compared to the last two, basically.
I gotcha, for sure. So like the writing and recording process, like is there like a one band member, or all you guys kind of just generate ideas and like build off it? Like is there somebody who, like starts with
Andy usually generates, Andy or Matt will generate the first ideas, and then we'll kind of all add our flavor to it, our parts to it, and go that route. And it develops and it comes together, and it turns into a song.
Oh, right on. So like, for Go, was it a different, like as you kind of talked about a little bit, like was it a different, writing and recording experience compared to the previous albums?
A little bit different, but I would say primarily we do it the same. We don't really try to be something or try to, we want it to sound like this or we want it to sound like this, but it kind of just gels and, our chemistry together comes together and it makes it sound, like the outfit. I think all of our stuff sounds pretty similar, that we released. So yeah, that's basically how it works.
All right. I've had the opportunity to listen to the album a few times. I really enjoy it. It's like you guys got some like classic, like rock and roll sound, but also like a modern edge with it too.
Yeah, that's what we hear, familiar, but fresh.
Yes, that is a perfect way to describe you guys. So like, I'm curious, like for you, do you have a favorite song off Go?
Yeah, I kind of like, I really like Mountain, the slower one, the ballad. I like Mountain. I like Monster. And I like Jane. Those are probably my favorite songs. Arrival of Jane. Those three.
All awesome song. The whole album. What I really like about it just flows so nicely from this first song to the last song. It just like flows one to another. Like I didn't want to stop. Like I feel like I was just like shorting myself if I were to stop listening to it.
So it sucked you in to listen.
Exactly. No, it very well planned out. I like you got some faster songs, but then you throw in the slower songs. It's got a very nice rhythm to it.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah. Glad you like it.
But I want to highlight the last song real quick because I believe it's a cover song. God Save the Queen. Yeah. So how did that come about?
Yeah, my brother Matt's responsible for that. I mean, he came to us at rehearsal and he's just like, we're going to cover this Sex Pistols song. We're like kind of looking at him like, you're nuts. What? Oh, no, we're going to do God Save the Queen. And, our bass player Mike's like, well, I don't know, man. That's kind of out there, And so we jammed it and we were playing it and it came together. It sounded pretty cool. And we said, all right, we're going to try it at a live show and see what happens. And every time we play it live, it goes over great. People are like, some people don't even know it's the Sex Pistols, which is crazy, and they're, what's that song? What was that song you guys did? And I said, oh yeah, well, that's a cover. It's a Sex Pistols song, but we added our own flavor to it, as I'm sure you heard, and it seems to go over pretty good,
You guys did the song a lot of justice with it, sticking, kind of similar to it, but also putting your own spin on it as well. Like I love punk music. I love the Sex Pistols. So you guys did a fantastic job with that.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
So, but I'm curious, like to cover that song, legendary song, like, did you have any reservations? Like, are we going to pull this off? We're going to do it justice?
Totally. Especially our bass player, Mike, was like, I don't know how people are going to react to this, but I don't know. I mean, I used to listen to the Sex Pistols a little bit when I was younger, that record, Nevermind the Bullocks, and they got some crazy songs on there, and, but I always liked them. I liked their edge and stuff. And I thought it was kind of cool that we did it, it was a little, out left field, let's bring this in. Cause we're more, like you said, classic rock band, we're not punk, but, we gave it our flavor, our twist, and it seems to go over well. So it's good.
Oh no! As I said, you guys did a fantastic job with it. But I was listening to the album and I saw like the track listing before I got to it. I was like, Are they
Yeah.
going to do what I think they're going to do? And then it turned out as it did, but you guys nailed it.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
But folks, because I didn't want to also talk about the live music side just for a little bit. I see you guys got some shows coming up
Right.
over in the summertime. So, are you at liberty to kind of give some details about those shows?
Yeah, well, we're doing May 18th, which is coming up with it's called Patriots Fest here in Illinois in Aurora, and we're opening for Three Doors Down and Ted Nugent basically, and Ted's on our label too. So so we kind of had the in there. So, but it's going to be a cool thing. It's I think it's basically for charity for veterans, and should be a strong turnout. 7,000 to 10,000 people. So we're really excited to be able to play that, and we're going to do this other thing in Illinois, local show called Rock the Fox, which is kind of a suburban thing. It's a Park District thing. So that's coming up August 2nd, I believe. And we're searching out more dates, now to do. But we try to do the opening slots because, with everybody working and having things going on, it's tough for us to get out there and say, hey, let's go out and do a 3-week tour. Eventually we want to do it, but, we just haven't been able to do that yet.
Oh no, for sure. And sounds like there's gonna be some great shows coming up for you guys. So I'm curious for you, do you mentally prepare differently to record music compared to performing live?
Yeah, I like playing live a lot better than recording because in the studio everything's got to be perfect. You got to be on the click. When we record drums and stuff, you're on a click track because you want it to be perfect. So you got to play right on the beat, and you got the producer in there and he's like, make sure you're on beat, and he's clapping in front of you, and it's kind of distracting, so live shows, you just let it rip, just do your thing, and you get off on the energy and stuff. So yeah, studio is kind of tedious. I don't mind it, but the live show is where it's at for me.
Oh, you get the live energy and you don't have a producer clapping at you from while you're playing.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun. Yeah.
So I'm curious, do you have a favorite song to perform live?
Yeah, I would have to say a song called Viking. It's on our second record. That seems to go over. It's a really cool, heavier jam. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but it's great. And probably Soldier Boy, which was one of the songs that we had some success at radio off our first record. It charted at 36 on Billboard, so that did really well. So those two are kind of my favorite. Oh, and the third one, Unfolds, is the other one off the debut.
Nice. Awesome picks from you guys.
Yeah.
And, just the, as I said, you guys have a nice mix of high energy, but also slower songs.
Yeah.
But for putting the set list together, how do you put that together?
Just basically we try to run our set like a freight train. So we just want to, not have many pauses or breaks, and just kind of, we run it and steamroll it, to get the audience into it. Kind of, obviously, we know what songs we want to run together, as far as energy, when to take it down a minute. So kind of like that, basically. But yeah, I really like the way we run our sets and stuff, and it seems to work with the crowd pretty well.
All right, especially the live energy, as I said, and just kind of don't stop. Just keep playing.
Yeah.
I always like sets like that. There's not many pauses or stuff. It keeps the energy going.
Yeah, it's just like running the songs together. Like we'll run 3 or 4 together, take a quick pause, and then run another 3. So basically go that route.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I definitely hope I can see you guys live. I'm not, as I said, not too far from you guys, so hopefully I'll catch you at a show sometime.
Yeah, come to Patriots Fest.
Hey, I might. But I'm curious, you guys, owning a label plus also being in a band. So, what is your advice to up and coming musicians?
Basically, if you got a band or whatever starting out, just get out there and be true to yourself, and don't listen to too many people, and get out there and do your thing. You're going to get a reaction if you're doing it right, and if you're doing it right, people are going to hear about you and come to you. So if you're really trying to force it, it usually doesn't work, so, but yeah, it's a really tough business because there's a lot of competition. Now, especially with the streaming platforms that are opened up, anybody could release, music basically. You don't have to be on a record label primarily or anything. So there's a lot out there, so there's a lot out there for people to sift through. So you kind of got to, work from the grassroots up and get your name going. And like I said, it's strong enough to have somebody take notice to come in and help you out.
Oh, for sure, definitely. Staying true to yourself, having integrity, very important. Because if you don't believe in the music, how is somebody else going to?
Yeah, and it's cool to do your original music if that's the route you want to go, because there's so many tribute bands now and cover bands, and that's where the money's at. So if you want to make money, then you'll be in a tribute band. If you want to not make money, you'll be in an original band and try to strive to become famous and on your own accord, basically.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But curious, you what is the biggest pitfalls you see some artists fall into?
I don't know. I mean, basically the guys that kind of are trying to force it. So if you're out there and you have some money or whatever, and I'm gonna buy onto this tour and it's gonna make us famous. Well, it's not going to, because you got to have everything rolling at the same time. Kind of firing on all cylinders. So there's really no quick fix. You can't buy your way into fame, or making things happen for yourself. So that's what I would say. You got to grind it out, grassroots, and make something happen.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, money will get you, some places, but it's not, it's not an instant, being famous for stuff. And definitely,
yeah.
Oh no, for sure. And definitely a very good advice with that. That you got to put the work in.
Yep. Exactly.
But Mark, I really appreciate you stopping by Super Cool Radio. I just got a few things before we close out. So we're in May of 2024. So how does the rest of this year looking like for the outfit?
It's looking pretty good. I mean, like I said, we're just trying to add dates now to support the record. We're going to do a video, I think, for Mountain coming up. Maybe a couple more videos for a couple more songs. And like I said, we're going to try to probably string some dates together. The most we've done, we did a West Coast tour back in 2020, right before COVID hit. So that was a lot of fun, because we went out and we did Las Vegas, we did the Whiskey in LA, we did San Diego, we did Phoenix. So we want to kind of do something like that again, get out there and do a string of dates. So that's what we're trying to put together, hopefully for end of summer or going into fall, basically.
Well, right on. Well, I look forward to seeing how this year progresses for you and the outfit, and definitely look forward to catching you at a show sometime.
All right, man, appreciate it.
And before we head out, so for everyone watching and listening, where are the best places to find the outfit online?
Theoutfit.rocks is our main website. So if you go there, that'll link you to everything else, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. So that's the easiest way. Theoutfit.rocks.
Right on. Well, I'll make it more simple for everyone. It'll be in the description of this podcast. Please check out and support the outfit. Listen to the new album, Go. It's available everywhere. Make sure to check it out.
Perfect. Thanks, man.
Of course, for Mark of the Outfit and Pavement Entertainment, I'm your host, as always, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Super Cool Radio. And remember, stay frosty.